In order to create a tune, you need several notes. None of the notes are the same. If you kept hitting on the same note, that would really be an annoying tune. Similarly, in our lives, there are many different things happening. And we need all of those things. Different notes at different frequencies, different people at different levels of consciousness. All those things have to be there in our lives. How we integrate them into our lives is what will create the harmony. You cannot sit indoors and say, I'm going to be by myself. I'm the best person, and I'm best by myself. No one can live like that. No one can live alone. No one can achieve anything alone. No one can do anything alone. To get anything done, whether it is to drive a car or even to brush your teeth, you need at least 100 people are helping to get those jobs done. In a day, we come across so many different things. And for those of us who like routine, I must wake up at 7 o'clock, brush my teeth, do my kriya, do my meditation, then drink my cup of coffee. That tuck, things have to go a certain way. There's several of us that have to do our things a certain way. Take your cup of coffee on the way, listen to that song. My sister had to see a paityam on the way, otherwise things wouldn't work. It was great that Calcutta was filled with paityams. So we had people that have rules get disturbed when something different happens in their day. How you incorporate a strange note is your skill in living. You don't say, oh my God, that's too screechy, or this is too much of a bass. Somebody is too much in the bass, someone's in the treble, and you're trying to create a tune in your life. Outwardly, anything can happen, but if you maintain your inner calm. Remember one time I talked to you about going back to the source, about just getting that centeredness. Okay? That is the dream. That is the dream, that always, no matter what comes at you, you're centered. You're inward. You've got that inner peace, so that when anything comes hitting you, you don't get blown away. And if you look at the sea, the waves are just on the surface. But under the sea, there is no movement, except that which is created by fish. And they live in harmony. They live in harmony. One eats the other, eats the other, eats the other. Yet there is harmony and there is peace underneath. So we need to create that. Now, how do we do that? We do things in our life and we search for that which is natural to us. So you can't tell a singer to become a dancer. Her natural aptitude is for singing. But you want her to dance because everyone's having the arangetram. And you want to have an arangetram. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. The same is true of your career choice. Did each one of you pick a career that was just right for you? That just filled you with passion? That just made your day wonderful? Or did you just pick the career your father wanted, your mother wanted, or the neighbor was doing, or was easiest to get into, was less work. Swadharma and Paradharma. For those of you know, you know these words. What is Swadharma comes without any effort. Life becomes effortless. For me, talking like this is Swadharma. I need just the name of a topic and I can speak about it. But ask me to transfer a video from my phone to the television, to the computer, and I will go crazy. I can't do it. I can't get the logic of it, you know. I mean, my sister, when I landed in America, she said, everybody's getting a job, you better go and learn HTML. You know, so I joined. It was like I was in a class and I'm doing ABC and they're reading Shakespeare. So he says something and he says, do it. And everybody is doing it. I'm like, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? So then I actually cheated. I was watching what the next, I just couldn't get it. 3 classes into it, I said, no, I can't do this. I just can't do this. It doesn't make any sense to me. This is nothing, but I can paint, I can write, all the things that don't make me money, I can do all those things very well. Sing, paint, write, these are the things that I can do. But you know what? I have gone with what is natural to me, and the happiness that gives me is incomparable. I started, of course, I did various things that made me happy, from singing, then I did some painting, then I did, I even signed up with Kalyan Sundaram to learn dance. And then when everybody's 6 and I'm 22, I said, this is not a good class to do Taiya Tai. So I left that. I said, that's not my class. But once I learned to write, I just felt life was opened up for me. What was natural as a talent, as a storyteller, what is my talent? My talent is storytelling. What am I doing just now? I'm storytelling. It just comes out. We put our children into careers that they don't want. We make them wear clothing and dress in outfits they don't like. We make them marry people who they really are not comfortable with. Right? We have to allow our people around us and ourselves to express what is natural to them. And when they express what is natural to them, you accept that. And once you accept that, there is harmony in your life. Disharmony comes from internal resistance. I don't like this. How can my daughter marry a white guy? How can she date a Chinese boy? How can she live with her boyfriend before marriage? How can she feel like a man at night? I'm talking about Bruce Jenner. There are a lot of things happening around us, okay? There are a lot of things happening around us. Not all of it we like. Not all of it we're accustomed to. There are new thoughts, the new ways of living. But ultimately, what do we want? We want to be happy, and we want our children to be happy. And if we want that, we have to allow them to flower naturally. Just like you were allowed to blossom. And if you weren't allowed to blossom, then blossom now. Create the harmony now. Enough of resistance. You don't like your mother-in-law? Too bad. You've got to live with her. You've got to make it work. Your daughter-in-law bugs you. Too bad. You have to make it work. Your friends are, think you're weird. Well, you've got to find another group of friends. Somebody out there is just like you, or similar to you. In fact, if you think about it, we're all walking schizophrenics. We all have these voices in our heads, right? We always call the others schizophrenics, but I don't believe there's one person in this world who doesn't have somebody talking to them inside their head, telling them things. This is weird, you're weird, this is not right, this is right, I hate her, I love her, I want this, I don't want this. How do you create harmony in your life? Is by listening to that which is completely natural to you. Tuning in to the source, getting back to that source. And that doesn't come from hours of texting. It doesn't come from watching television. It doesn't come from talking non-stop to your friends. It comes from reflection. A simple exercise. Go through the events of your day. Very simple. What did I do today? I woke up in the morning. I brushed my teeth. I drank my coffee. My coffee tasted a little bit bitter. Maybe I should add milk the next time. What did I eat for breakfast? Oh, I had a banana. Perhaps that's not the best breakfast to have. Reflect on your day. Find the things that are causing you disharmony and figure out a way to either accept it or change it. There's always a choice. There's always a choice. Because above all, beyond everything, the most important thing is that you are at peace, you are that happiness, you are that love. That is the most important thing in life. So, harmony doesn't really come from anyone telling you what to do. It comes from you making peace with the things that are important to you. It comes from you giving your children space to grow. It comes from you demonstrating that you are a nurturing, caring person. When you are nurturing and caring, automatically you attract all the abundance, all the good things. It's a natural process in life because you're aligned with the energies of the universe. When you have internal resistance to what is, I'm going to take care of my children, I don't have time for my parents, I'm spending money on my cruise, I cannot send money home to my mother. When you are like that, only you suffer. Because as soon as you think small, you receive small. When you think big, you receive big. So just do a simple exercise. One day, pick a day and go through the events of your life on that day. And you'll come up with things that you know, this I have to deal with. It is causing disharmony in my life. It is not gelling with the rest of me. It's there because somewhere inside something wants it there, but I need to release it. I need to let it go. And then what's left? Only peace, happiness, and love. And every day, and every minute of the day, you affirm to yourself, I will be happy no matter what. I will be happy today and every day, and I will not let any event, any situation, any person steal that happiness from me. You do that, and life can become magical.